Hi everyone, it's one Mima, and I'm back with new moon in Taurus that's happening tonight. And I'll just give you a little bit of astrology. If time allows me, then I can maybe pull cards. If not, then you'll have to forgive me. But I spoke before I start tarot and astrology. Let me first start the astrology. I sent a very long voice note and I explained how they were trying to change me from this side to this side, my arms, my face. Right now, okay, the light is reflecting here, but they're trying to change me in every way. And also, I have a new phone. They were doing some settings and trying to change me look like a Bengali. But this is manipulation because the person who uses my tarot, of which I'm going to expose this group today, and I know you will even regret why you have been doing this manipulation. The secret is coming out. This new moon in Taurus is not a blessing, it's a disaster in some people's lives. And I'll explain it. You're going to find out. And some of mother figures who are doing this. So what they were doing were they were working against, like, they've swapped photos, deleted photos of people who have been like my shield, and then on top of that they were doing spells, and they were working like experiments because I have people who care for me and maintain my eyes. Right now I can feel my eyes are coming back. You can just see, I think maybe someone is working already on them. You can just see that glit of brown is now coming back. My skin, thank God, I keep on maintaining it. My hair, I've oiled it today, but you can just see even the maintenance of the color. It was changing and it's thinned because they don't know my anatomy and how people care for me. They took the thin and thick part. Hair goes to the thick part because of flowing. And they were taking my body into the thick part, which is supposed to be on the thin part because of my history of my lung. And if you can see, you see this big mark which goes until near my breast. It's where I had the pipe for 5 good years in the pot and maintaining me. And then yesterday, it's like someone was just pumping, and I was like, my God, I could not sleep. I could not sleep. I was like, I'm trying to breathe. It was all gone, like I was dying. I had my best sleep in the morning, I can say. But I was literally like, and then when I did the body analysis in the morning, found out that, okay, they fucked me up. The person who's handling me is not aware of how maintaining the records. They fucked up. They stole records, they did spells and swapped everything because they were trying either to kill me, get me out of the system, like not be able here to be seen because they wanted to replace me, like literally. Even with AI. They were trying to replace me, yes, but the plan was like to literally get rid of me. I got threat. And I said here, don't send me letters. And the narcissist purposely sent me a letter. I got a threat. I was way like given a head up. Be careful, don't open your mail. Anthrax is heading your way. Someone is already planning it. And don't take it. Guess what they did? I received a letter and it was from Hawk. So should I say Hawk or Anna is the enemy? When you hear me telling you, don't send me any documents, and I came and I gave that explanation, please don't send me anything, even if it's urgent. They did it, and then her son came and was like checking the mailbox. It means they knew what they were doing. So my enemy is always within. Some pretend to be good, some pretend to be bad, but they were setting me up. I got attacked. I'm telling you, my eyes were burning. And it is this cult which tells people here, oh, you're getting an awakening. No, it's not an awakening. These people are manipulators. They can clinically kill you for sacrifice, human sacrifice. So what they do, they can make you sick or anything, and the next thing you're gone. Imagine, I'm hiding, have people who are protecting me, and they were still attacking me. Because the mistake people made, they gave loopholes to even those who have my energy. Instead of protecting them, they were letting them out. One of them was Bilal's father. He was being attacked severely, and he holds my energy. They even drained his bank. And you will not believe, one of them is a karmic mother. And the wrath that is coming in this new moon, you're going to hear about what is about to happen. I can say this Taurus season is not. Only few points are very good. The rest, it's no good news. So let's dive in and see what's happening. All right. So we have a new moon in Taurus tonight, 27th April 2025 at 7 degrees 46 minutes. 7 degrees initially, it's the first decan. It's all about the mind, intellectual thinking. It's all about what your intuition also comes in. All about the first top chakra, which is the crown chakra. At the same time, it also embodies justice when we look at the zodiac position. Like 7 is the Libra zodiac sign, of which Taurus is also ruled by Venus, the same ruler as Libra. But this vibration, this degree, always vibrates as a 4th house. It vibrates like Cancer in its first decan. So it can be always about slowing down, checking about your foundation, family, your roots, your womb, and your close lineage. And what connects you? What etheric code do you carry that connects you to anything closer to you? So it can be your family lineage, yeah. So you're gonna find out maybe, oh, so and so is your cousin. What? Yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, you didn't know. Yeah, that's your cousin. It can be someone very well known, because Venus rules also people who are well known. So it can be such kind of a person, someone well known, or financially stable person, or you're about also to meet a partner. Can be work, friendship, or a friend, just a friend. For some, it can be marriage, of which is very much emphasized in this season. Connection for marriage, long-term connection, long-term investment, long-term relationships are manifesting. And I'll give you a very good reason which degree or which style, what aspect also like manifests it. So what happens here is going to be like, these are the things that are going to be highlighted, especially in this degree. As from now, these things will already be like sprouting, like a seed. And that's how it starts. You're going to find out maybe someone had a crush on you, and finally this person can now have the courage to approach you. Or someone, a new employer or new employee can emerge in your workplace. Someone you least expect or someone overlooked can be the biggest game changer. And maybe someone you put on a pedestal sometimes, it can be the one who's going to create the worst nightmare. So you need to be very vigilant. Also, this is the season where we can get Taurus rules your second house, finances. By default, yeah, in the natal chart. Taurus rules the finances. So what's going to happen? What they're going to do is you can meet someone who can employ you, but you need to be careful, because this person can victimize you or use your skills to benefit themselves. So an offer can be on the table, but there's victimization. And I will explain to you, as I say, this moon vibrates, 7 degree vibrates, it vibrates as a Cancer vibration. And remember, in Cancer, we have the black moon Lilith. That's the opposite side of the moon that doesn't get the reflection. And we all know what Lilith is all about. First of all, the moon is all about the illusion, apart from the explanation of the womb and heritage and everything. Moon rule illusion. It's not itself, it's like mimic. And at the same time, the moon also creates a lot of like illusion. And this is the season that I'm going to explain about this aspect. The veil of the illusion is going to be taken off. So you're going to find out secrets that were hidden. That's why the 7 degrees more like a Justice League. Secrets or illusions somebody created. Everything is now going to bubble up into the surface and exposed at a very big rate. So what is going to happen? I would say be very careful, because if you're hiding something, it's going to come out either way. Black Lilith moon also rules. Normally, the main character, the main aspect of it, it's a person who is independent and they fight for justice. But the only thing is they fight for everything that is not supposed to be fight for. For example, they are fighting for rights of LGBTQ. When in the cosmos, in the reality, it's against the norm. It's against the universal law. So Black Lilith moon goes against it just to have that justice, because Lilith wants equality, but equality even in taboo, which is impossible. So we are going to see, I'll explain in details how this whole Taurus season can be extremely alarming, because that is why I'm telling you, you can get someone who will want to have you and victimize you. And this is very well emphasized, because what is going to happen here, it's, there's a tension. There's a T-square in this new moon. But at the same time, what Lilith is going to do, the black moon, it's also connected to Algol. And Algol is an unfortunate fixed star, which brings nothing but victimization, scapegoating, taking people for granted. And this is what is about to happen. So someone can be coming in, I'm going to fight for you. But when you turn, this person is against the norm. LGBTQ, for example. And once you win, they will not let you go. They want to take you for granted. But the good news is they will not be able, because it might last only a week. And after that, something extra comes in and burns all that connection. So let's go back slowly. I don't have so much space, but I'll try my best to finish it. So on this season, you'll have also to slow down, to focus on a lot of stuff. Whatever you want long term, this is the season you have to sit down and focus on it. At the same time, because Venus rules Taurus, is going to force you to make changes. Even when you feel uncomfortable, it will do that, because it's making you remove unwanted habits of many ways. Maybe you have addiction, food addiction, you have porn addiction, for example, or you have gambling addiction. All these things you'll come to consider, these are not necessary for me. I don't think I need this. So Venus is, even when you feel like I'll do that next time, Venus is going to push you. You will have to. You will have to like get rid of this. Failure to do so, it will punish you, because there is a very strong conjunction with Saturn, which means restriction. So it can squeeze you now. If you not listen, it's like, for example, you break the law, I'm going to jail you. That kind. So you'll have no choice but to listen and have to do that. And then we have this biggest event, which is the most dangerous. It's the T-square, where Mars is at the last degree of Cancer, 29 degree, 26 minutes, and it opposes Pluto at 0 degrees, 17 minutes in Aquarius. That's why I do freestyle, but I make sure I also have my answers here, because when I do the ancient version, I get different degrees. That's what I always try to avoid, to give this information out, because I'm not supposed to do it. But, well, it slipped. It slipped, but it's okay. Anyway, the T-square, there is Mars, Pluto, with the moon. And this creates nothing but tension, which will bring protest. We've already started to see bombing. We have seen what's happened to Iran. Clashes. I think we have seen Kashmir, and it's going to be escalating even to the worst now. And the main reason all this is happening is because it's like there must be war before peace. So there must be a fight before the peace is emerged. So this fight is more like, you have to understand, you have to stop, for example, being a bully. We need peace. So that is why the fight has to take place until an agreement is met. And at the same time, as I said, Mars being in the last degree of Cancer, and there is a sun, the sun, and Chiron in Aries, of which I'm telling you also, this is very interesting because Aries is at, we have also Neptune, 0 degrees here. So all these aspects are coming together. First of all, let's go one by one. Let's talk about the square. A square is always a tension. Not attention like attention, no, it's tension built up. And we have it in Cancer, Sun Chiron, while opposing Pluto. Pluto is the planet that doesn't listen, it just burns. And that's why we see stuff burning, people being killed. It's Pluto. It's that energy. It doesn't talk, it just wants ending. It just wants to destroy. And that is why Venus is like intervening and telling you, like, why do you have to destroy? Why do you have to do this? Just make the changes that are needed, and we can live in peace. But this tension with Mars being in the last degree of Cancer, and it's heading now to a fixed sign. That's why I said it may escalate. May God protect us. But it's heading to Leo. Leo is a fixed sign. And it's not good news there, because it's fire against fire, and you see how Pluto is fueling this aspect. So I don't think we're going to see a lot of good news, because Mars is moving and it's ingressing Leo. It has already. It's there. And all the fixed signs now will be affected. That was what I was trying to figure out also. Like Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, those are fixed signs. The last full moon in Libra is the cardinal signs. This time is the fixed sign. Fixed signs are the most stubborn. So while Pluto also is stationing, and it will turn retrograde probably May 4th, next upcoming month in May. And for example, if you have a planet from 0 to 10 degrees, you'll have to find an outlet out of this mess. Because remember, when Pluto goes retro and these planets are in fixed sign, it's going to resurface a lot of stuff which was done back then. And that is why this tension, which is a transit right now, it's going to escalate. And whatever was done even back then, that's why I'm saying the veil of illusion is about to be pulled out. And the truth is coming out, which will make things even get worse, because so much truth is coming out. I think I'll have to record part 2. So much truth is coming out, and I don't think this is going to be very good. On the other side, if you look also at the nodes, the lunar north node, it's at 2648. The other side is on 2518 degrees, yeah, 25 degrees, 26 degrees. And then we have Venus right now is in Pisces, also at 28 degrees, 27 minutes. Approximately, by the time I read this, maybe you air this thing, it will be in 30 minutes. Venus is conjuncting Saturn. Okay, this is a good aspect on the other side, because It's also part where they're going to remove the veil of illusion, as I said. Whatever was hidden, whatever was covered, it's coming back to the surface. And I don't think some people will accept it, because it can be issues which were done 12 years ago, 24 years ago, like a whole cycle of the zodiac wheel, and these secrets are coming out. Some of them will be like as far as 35 years ago secrets that are going to surface now, and this might cost somebody everything. Wealth, family, it's a lot. It can come also because of this conjunction that I'm getting here and the nodes involved, life purpose. Someone was fixed. So you're going to find out, especially 12th house is all about escapism. You're going to find out people who have been forging careers, spiritual healer, because 12th house rules spirituality also. So someone can be found as fake healer. This can be doctors. Someone maybe has practiced for more than a decade, only for you to find out this person is not even a doctor. They forged their way. It's like fake it till you make it kind of thing. And that is why there will be a push. Venus will be pushing and forcing changes that, hey, it's not your life purpose, out of here. And these nodes, the way they are conjuncting, they will force that person to stop. So it can be medical, spirituality in many aspects. So someone can be posing as a healer, but this person was a fraud or has been a fraud. Medical field, many things. Also diagnosis, false diagnosis of medicine. Someone has been taking a lot of medicine, maybe, oh, you have diabetic, for example. You need to take these tablets for this and this amount of time, only to find out, no, you had no diabetic. It was false diagnosis. So now you might get a disease because of false diagnosis. And all this is going to come out. Everything is going to come out. So a lot of secrets, government intel also. You're going to find out that, for example, because Venus rules wealth and Taurus rules our banking system, including money. You're going to find out the government has been printing maybe extra money, hiding it somewhere else, or reserves, because this is very important, especially with the 7th degree. It rules government or country's wealth. Reserves, every country has their own reserves. Some have it in wealth, some have it in oil, some have it in gold. It depends which asset you use. Liquid assets, you can have as many as oil reserve. Some have like fixed assets, like they buy government dividends. There are many ways, you can, so people who understand that will explain better. Some have buy bars of gold and keep them as reserve, country's wealth. So you're going to find out that this type of wealth was whooped, stolen. It can be from maybe 3 reigns ago, 2 reigns ago, like reigns like different the governments. For example, if it's a country where governments is changing, you can find out like 2, 3, 4 presidents before they have been stealing, and it's going on. So such kind of thing, extra money printed in banks, and the biggies are taking it. Frauds that have been hidden in the banking system, because Taurus rules all that. And then we have the Venus conjuncting Saturn. Saturn is all about the hierarchy system, the organizations, secrets about organizations. People are working and using other people's identity. So all this is going to bubble up. And it's going to be kind of the boss who is victimizing others is going to be caught. So this is exactly what the Black Lilith moon is activating. And that is the person who was fighting for justice, but for their own selfish victimization, people and all that. Now this is all coming to the surface that, yeah, they were on your side because they were using you. They were victimizing you. The government is behind it, the organization is behind it. This bank has been using your info and such kinds of things. All these secrets now are going to be coming out. And this might be happening in the next 2 weeks. And I'll explain, even it's going to get even worse and worse as the degrees keep on changing. I'll explain it bit by bit because I have to stop here and then change